What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Aggressively Average podcast. This is going to be episode 9. Pretty crazy. I know. It's been a minute. I know. It's been way too long. It's kind of unexcusable, but it's for good reason, Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to excuse any background yelling. I decided to pick the worst time of the day to do this, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I decided to pick the worst time of the day to do this, just because all my roommates are home. They're like playing video games and shit, and they're like yelling and just being super loud. And in other words, I'm just a spineless pussy to ask them to shut the fuck up so I can record. So if you guys are watching this, shut up. I'm just kidding. But so yeah, it has been a minute. It's been like a month, I think, since the last proper episode, and that's for a couple of reasons. The first one's because I was ending my semester, my fall semester here in school, and then I was working. And I kind of like to do this during school. It sort of gives me a little like escape, so I don't have to think about school the whole time. And it sort of just, lets me not have anything else on the brain other than this podcast. So it's kind of like a good little getaway from school. But I have to keep in mind that like there's people that want to watch, and I kind of want to start putting this stuff out. And so that being said, if you are on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you are listening on SoundCloud, be sure to watch the YouTube link. You can watch me talk to myself versus just me listening. Just listening to me talk to myself. No, I sort of want to address that a little bit further. I think, I don't know. Every time I thought about doing a podcast, I just started getting this really weird anxiety of like just always thinking it's going to go wrong. But now that I'm actually doing it, like a week later, so I've had time between the end of the fall semester and now. I'm going to admit it. I've had time, in between work and stuff like that. I don't work a crazy amount of hours during break. But I was at home, I made the Happy Holidays little video and SoundCloud upload. But yeah, I have had a time, but every time I think about it, I could just I'd have like a weird writer's block, and I just couldn't get myself to do it. And I'm sort of just trying to justify my laziness to a point, but you know what? That's okay. We're just going to move past that. I just want to wish everyone a happy new year. It's 2018 now. We can put all the bullshit and there's not even that much bullshit in the past. We can put all the bad stuff behind us. Put everything behind us and, start new. And that's sort of what the point of a new year is. But you shouldn't use a new year as an excuse to stop doing shit. I don't know. It's pretty much a way for me to justify me doing other stuff. So I started writing down a couple of ideas for this episode. I just want to talk about my New Year's, sort of what happened, and this is like the first New Year's where I've actually done something, so I kind of want to talk about it. So every New Year's up to this point of me being 20 years old, I kind of have been at home, and I haven't really been able to do that much stuff because all my friends live like a half hour, 45 minutes away in the next town over. I kind of grew up in a small-ish town, and I wasn't here in Moscow to pretty much experience New Year's with my friends because everyone went home for winter break. Everyone's at home, and my home's kind of far. It's like not far enough. It's like not that far, but it's still far enough to where like I don't really want to drive that far. And if like we're gonna be drinking, then I can't really drive home, and I don't really want to stay at a friend's parents' house. So and I'm not 21, so it's just kind of makes the whole New Year's kind of blow a little bit in a sense because everyone thinks that New Year's is like this huge party. Like everyone's, at least I don't know, the way I think about New Year's is that like most people go out and they get pretty drunk for New Year's, I guess. And I've never really done that, and I sort of just have been hanging around my parents' house, maybe because I'm maybe a little bit lame, but yeah, so this was the first year where I actually got to go out and experience it. Not really go out, but I was here, and is what I'm trying to get to. I wasn't at my parents' house. I was here, and pretty much all I did was we just threw a small like little party thing at my house, and a bunch of like coworkers came, and my girlfriend was there, and a couple friends were there. It was fun, I counted down the New Year's. I barely remember it, and it was a good time. So the point I'm trying to make with this is that like every New Year's has kind of sucked, and I'm kind of glad this one was really good. Got to bring it in with some friends and people that are really nice. So it was a good New Year's for me. Most of the time the hype really dies, so I'm kind of glad this one was good. And if you're curious, if you're watching on YouTube, what this little blue light is, I'm not like from Men in Black. This is just the light for the microphone. I don't know how to turn it off, and I might just cover it up with tape because it's kind of annoying. But yeah, so New Year's has always kind of sucked. that leads me into resolutions. I want to hear some of your guys' resolutions for 2018. Let's see if you can hold true. Mark my words right on this video. What is today? When am I going to upload this? Probably tomorrow. January 10th. January 10th. In a year, can you remember these your resolutions that you're going to write in the comments? I'll try and remember mine. Pretty much all I really had for this year was just do more. Just live like a fuller life, like just go out and go to more concerts, like just go do more cool shit. And then realign my priorities a little bit. This year I want to sort of focus on, doing extremely well in school. And I don't want to just say it, you know what I mean? I want to actually do well and focus and just do a lot more. That being said, like resolutions are kind of cliche. I know they're kind of cliche. Especially the most cliche one is like eating better. Everyone wants to eat better. But this year I have actually tried it. I'm about 10 days deep into eating clean. I've eaten out once, so I'm pretty proud of myself. I said that as we went to Taco Bell the other day, but other than that, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to save money. Eating at your house, eating clean is a lot better for your wallet, and it's a lot better for your body, as well as drinking a lot more water. This shit is legendary. You know how they always say you're supposed to drink water? I mean, obviously that's true. You should drink more water, but it's like life-changing, I'd say. Drinking more water is just so... I mean, I'm not like a nutritionist or nutritionalist. I don't know, like those people who really like study into like facts and shit about water. But I know it's just really good for you. The past few days, I've been drinking a lot of it, and I've just been feeling a lot better. I don't know if it's like a what do you call that thing? Like a where you just think you're doing it. I don't know the word for it, but yeah, it's just making me feel a lot better. And so try it out. Just start drinking like these blender bottles. I probably drink like 3 or 4 of these a day, which is like how much you're supposed to drink on average, like a normal, not like just because I am. I don't know. It's just like the recommended amount was like 79 ounces or some shit like that. So yeah, I'm trying to hit the head on the nail on that one. And then eating better. I've just been eating a lot cleaner. And then there was something else. Getting full sleep. So that's my last New Year's resolution. I've been trying to go to bed every night. Like that's like a school night or whatever, that I have class the next morning or work or something like that. I'm trying to go to bed before midnight. So be in bed, laying down before midnight. And that one is actually a little bit harder than I expected. I mean, it seems really self-explanatory. Like literally you just stop doing shit at like 11 o'clock and go lay down. But I mean, like a lot of things are going on, at least in my world. Like people still want to like do things if it's like a weekend or something like that. Or if it's like a Wednesday or something like that, people still want to go out and just do shit, and it's kind of hard to go to bed early. And then like my schedule growing up as a kid for sleeping has always been really late night. I really love staying up until like 3 or 4 in the morning, just doing like the most random shit, like playing video games or just like I don't know. I just prefer nightlife. And what I found is that like if you wake up earlier in the morning, I feel so much more productive. I feel like I've done so much more in my day, and I don't know. It makes the day feel longer when you get to experience morning versus sunset. It just, I don't know. It has a whole different feeling. I don't know. If you guys have a similar sleeping schedule, like going to bed super late, just try slowly turning the clock back a little bit and then waking up like an hour, a half hour earlier and then hitting your morning coffee. Because that's been putting in work for me. So, I don't know. Try that out if you guys want to sort of have a fuller day. At least, maybe it's just like pseudo or whatever the fuck, like maybe it's not actually true, but I don't know. It's been doing wonders for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it, and we're just gonna keep going on. So to better yourself was pretty much the overall goal of 2018 is to better myself as like a person, like a friend, just be an overall better person, which I don't feel like I'm setting a really impossible goal. I feel like a lot of people, when they set their resolutions, they set things that are like pretty much impossible. Well, not impossible, but like they do things that might be a little bit out of their reach. And I'm trying my hardest not to do that by setting the bar really high, but I'm just trying to be a better person, be a better friend, care more, and, just be around more and, de-stress in more, like a more positive way, like working out and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. I just want to do better. So pretty much to do that, I want to complain about something, which is really ironic. So I got sent these sheets, or not these sheets, excuse me, these blinds for my bedroom. Pretty much my bedroom had like a tapestry for like a blind because I didn't really own a blind. I know this is like kind of stupid to talk about, but it's something to talk about. My blinds, I didn't really have blinds. I just kind of hung up a tapestry and I was like, this is good. But the more I really think about it, like a tapestry thumbtack to your wall above your window isn't really that homey. It's not really that nice. Am I in frame? I keep sorry if I'm like if you're watching on YouTube and I keep looking back and forth. This is the first time, and my battery's about to die on this. This is my first time like really talking in front of an actual camera, and I know I talked about like having a vlog and stuff like that, and I recorded one. I might upload it. I don't know. I kind of didn't really like it, so we'll get there. Maybe just keep trying it, just keep trying new things, and yeah. So back to the blind thing. I had it tacked up on my wall. This camera's about to die at any minute now. Had it tacked up on the wall, and then I was like, yeah, this isn't really that homey. So my mom was nice enough, shout out mom, to make me some blinds because I'm pretty broke right now. Because rent and shit, and groceries, and just being an adult. So yeah, she was nice enough to make me some sheets, and I was trying to hang them up, and I had to buy like a curtain rod, and I just want to say fuck curtain rods. They suck to hang up. I had one of those like really cheap ones, but you had to like drill it into the wall, and we have drywall, which is fucking awful. The devil created drywall. And okay, I'm gonna change this battery real quick. I'll be right back. All right, since I guess everything just wanted to turn to hell once I changed the camera batteries, because my recording like just went back to the start and everything overlaid and it got this super bad echo. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Sorry if the framing's a little bit different. I didn't really pay attention to when I had it set up the first time. It's not really on the best tripod, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. So back to what I was saying, pretty much fuck drywall. I hate it. Good, back to the start. I pretty much hate drywall. It's awful. I tried drilling into it, and then the screws just get stuck, and then they just fucking rotate, and it's just not a good time. And I was trying to just use a screwdriver, and the screwdriver like slipped off the bolt and stabbed my finger. So now my finger has, I don't know if you can really see this on the camera. You want to focus? I don't, you're gonna have to take my word for it. There's this little blood mark on my finger. I'm sorry, I just had to get that off my chest. Okay, fuck drywall. It sucks. It's awful. So that leaves me with this last little part that I want to talk about is, where am I going to take this? Where is this channel going? Where is this podcast going? And where do we stand? So I like I said, I did get this camera, and the vlogging thing's a possibility, YouTube channel, stuff like that. But it's just kind of scary, I get really weird when it comes to starting new things, especially with this podcast. And I really enjoyed like once I started the podcast, I really enjoy it, and I'm really surprised that like it's hard for me to find new things I really like in doing, because I don't know, I get really weird anxiety when it comes to like trying new things. And with this podcast, it was just a lot of fun just to sit down and talk, just get stuff out of my mind. And so I got this camera as a gift, and I haven't really touched it. If I'm perfectly honest, I haven't touched it since I got it. So we're gonna try and change that. We're gonna try and use the camera more, and upload more podcasts. So it mainly comes down to things that I want to put in to the podcast, things that are going on, things I want to talk about, and stuff like that. Pretty much the entire reason why I started the podcast, but a lot more. My resolution was to do a lot more with this with life. So out of my life, and just do a lot more stuff. So this podcast is one of those stuffs that I want to keep doing. That being said, this is the first actual podcast with the camera. So if you are listening on SoundCloud, be sure to check out the YouTube version. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, so I don't know if my framing is perfect, so I'm sorry. Bear with me. And I think it's pretty good if you're if you're asking me. Yeah, so I don't really know. Yeah, so there was something else that I wanted to talk about that I don't really remember. Hold on, let me check my notes here. I wrote down something. No, I guess I got everything. So, yeah. So this might be a little bit of a shorter episode. I'm gonna try and get more out in the future, write more stuff down, start looking and investigating into things. There's a couple cool things that are on my brain right now that I just want to talk about. But for the most part, I just want to get this episode out to pretty much say, hi, I'm back, I'm alive. Regular podcasts are coming. I was just trying to justify my own laziness, if I'm honest. So yeah, if you guys are a long time listener, I guess not really a long time. This hasn't been out that long. If you guys are a listener concurrently, or you're a new listener, be sure to follow the SoundCloud link. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Be sure to like the episode on both platforms. That being said, guys, this will be the ending of this episode. Yeah, look, keep your eyes out for another one coming here soon. Probably next week, or yeah, because this will be uploaded on Wednesday, so probably next week. And yeah, not too much else to say. Other than that, so you guys take care, be smart, and I'll see you guys in the next one.